through the justices, Supreme Courts of all the states, New York, Vermont, Colorado. I'm still just paging through here. Had an individual come into my office, and she was dependent upon someone, a male, for money, and she didn't want to pay her bill, I guess. So he came in and told us he wasn't going to pay the bill. I was on the phone doing a talk show at the time this transaction happened with somebody from my front desk. And what was spoken to my front desk person was, this individual said that he was not going to pay his bill, and that if we tried to get the money, he was certain that he knew every member of the court system in our area and would never be forced to pay, and flashed a very nice Masonic ring. I wish I would have been there. Now, you wonder why we're going to have a New World Order? We have the King of Denmark and Norway. Now, look at this. This is lockstep. 1766 to 1808, then 1839 to 1848, 1863 to 1906, 1912 to 1947. The Kings of England, Masons, Kings of Scotland, Sweden. Here we are, Sweden and Norway again. Even good old Kit Carson was a Freemason. The Kiwanis were established by Freemasons. Does that mean I'm over my time? Various mayors, Methodist bishops, ministers to various countries. I used to think the Council on Foreign Relations was in control of all of this. The Council on Foreign Relations is about 3,000 individuals. This organization makes up millions of individuals. How are you going to fight this? Newspaper men, correspondents, editors, owners of TV and radio, people who love sports. You cannot imagine. I find the owners of various teams, the heads of the leagues, the heads of the Olympic Committee, all Freemasons, I guarantee you. Postmaster General, presidents and vice presidents of every organization that you can name. Here's the vice president of the American Baptist Convention. Let's just see when that was. 1956, Ford Eldridge, 33rd degree Scottish Rite, and he received it in 1943. I doubt if anything's changed recently. Do you? Do you see? We're gearing up now toward 2,000 names. I'm still, remember, I haven't finished the F's yet. Number 1905, President of the American Osteopathic Association. President of the American Poultry Association. President of the American Gas and Electric. President of American College of Osteopathic Interns. Come on. President of BVD. They don't even leave out underwear. I'm looking for another one here. Now, the presidents of all of our colleges and universities are Freemasons. Guaranteed. Here's the president of Cornell College, president of Costa Rica, president of Duke University. Well, there was a special one I wanted to show you. I guess he's out of order. It's the president of Cream of Wheat. I thought that was good too. President of Haiti, president of Honduras. See, South America is tied into all of this. Mexico is tied into all of this. Europe is tied into all of this. Even India is tied into this. Here's presidents of Mexico. And remember, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Callas, who destroyed the Catholic Church in 1825, that era, he was a Freemason. Who do you think he put into power in Mexico? Catholics? What I'm trying to show you is that what Leo XIII said, that they have infiltrated the state, is the truth. Maybe how little did he know? Maybe he didn't know this. I doubt if he knew this. But he certainly saw what happened in Europe. Look at the presidents. University of Alabama, University of Maine, University of Maryland, University of New Hampshire, University of New Mexico, University of North Carolina, University of Oklahoma. Hello? But let me tell you something. There's no conspiracy in this country. University of Alaska, University of Alabama, University of Idaho, University of Kentucky, University of Miami. I don't need to keep going like this. There is a thought process that has evolved in this country. We all think a certain way. Do you know I'm only 10% through what I wanted to show you today? And my time is ticking? But it's important that you see this. Publishers. Now, Republican Chairman of State Central Committee, Republican Delegate to the National Convention, Republican Leader of the Senate, Republican National Convention, Republican National Convention Delegate 8 times, Republican Party founder. Did you get this? 1855, Anson Burlingame. Bob Dole is a Freemason. Al Gore is a Freemason. Ross Perot is a Freemason. Time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Ringling Brothers Circus Treasurer. You find out some amazingly important things. And various secretaries of the Navy, Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of the Federal Trade Commission, Secretary of State, Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of the Treasury. Look at the Secretaries of War, under Roosevelt, under Jackson, under Jefferson, under Taft. As I told you before, I just get bored with this at this point. If anybody would like to offer their time to do any more of this, I can be phoned. I'll put you to work. Various senators. Let me just scroll through. Kentucky, Massachusetts, Michigan, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, Tennessee. You see, somebody knows this besides us. Somebody knows this. You know, there may be a Freemason in this room or an ex-Freemason in this room. I doubt if he knows this. They didn't share this with him when he came into the lodge. But you see, some people control this organization, obviously. And they know what I know. The person who wrote 10,000 Famous Freemasons knows it. Signer of the Declaration of Independence. Signer of the United Nations Charter. Here's the Secretary of the Southern Baptist Convention. Here's Spain. Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House of Representatives. State Boards of Education. Superintendents of Schools. Superintendent of Yellowstone National Park, which we just gave to the United Nations. So various Supreme Councils in Madrid. Now the Supreme Councils are the most evil, despicable, and wicked resources for revolution. And it's out of them that revolution comes. Belgium, Spain, Italy, France, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Charleston, South Carolina. Here's a couple Catholics. They say in this book that there were these 2 Catholics. Somebody who wants to do some research might have some fun. Let me go back to that. Count Alexandre Francois Auguste de Grasse Tilly. That name has shown up before. It's in Unholy Alliances. An aristocrat from Europe, by the way. And the other founders, just by the way, which are also listed in 10,000 Freemasons, just happen to be Jewish. I found that very interesting. Various U.S. ministers to various countries, vice presidents of various organizations. Obviously, we could go on and on and on, but I won't bore you with any more of that. Malachi Martin, who I don't trust one iota, said, "The New World Order is very inimical to traditional religion. It's very inimical to Christianity and especially inimical to Roman Catholicism." And I'm going to tell you right now, most especially to traditional Catholicism. Why? Because traditional Catholicism carries within it the heartbeat of the Sacred Heart. The heartbeat that goes on during the sacrifice of the Mass, the representation and renewal of Calvary, which is Christ's offering to God the Father of His already shed blood for our sins. I refer you